This year's Halloween event has officially been launched for Star Trek Online, and this year's prize is one of Star Trek's best memes. The Halloween event has been officially announced, which means we have some dates, so we know when it's going to be active. This year, the Halloween event is going to be active from October 12th to November 2nd, and that's going to be on all 3 platforms, so PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. To participate in this event, you can do either the 2 patrols that will go live during this event or the Halloween TFO. The 2 patrols are titled Skeleton Crew and Witch's Brew, or you can do the TFO, which is called Cat's Tail. This year's prize is going to be the Anaphasic Plasma Candle device, or as a lot of us know it from Star Trek The Next Generation, Beverly Crusher's Family Sex Candle. I can't believe that they actually made this thing for the game, but here it is. It looks really nice. Like the 3D model is really like spot on to the prop. They even included this little detail here where the handle is kind of welded onto the rest of the mold, and that's just like a small little thing I wouldn't have expected them to bother with, especially given how small the actual model is going to be in the game, because it is actually just a device. You activate it, you'll see your captain will hold it, and a combat pet will spawn, which they call it the the anaphasic entity, but yeah, it's meant to be Ronin from The Next Generation. So yeah, that's the prize. It's just a simple combat pet device. It's not going to be anything groundbreaking in terms of the game, but I mean, it's just funny. It's just a funny meme thing that I'm definitely going to enjoy having, because it's silly, and I love it. And I love it when Star Trek Online does this kind of thing. Something that's kind of practical, something that I wouldn't be afraid to use, but at the same time, it just embraces a meme. And yeah, this is great. Now, while there hasn't been any other official announcements, there was something that was recently teased, though some of you may have missed it, because it wasn't announced on the Star Trek Online Twitter, it was announced on the Star Trek Resurgence Twitter. These are pictures of the USS Resolute, which was the ship from Star Trek Resurgence, which you might remember if you watched my playthrough of it. But yeah, this is the Resolute, but you might notice something interesting about these images. They don't look like they were rendered inside of Star Trek Resurgence. These look like Star Trek Online screenshots. Like this map in particular, that's the Briar Patch. I've taken screenshots in this map many times. So, yeah, it's looking like we might be getting the Resolute skin in Star Trek Online. Nothing official has been announced yet, so we don't know exactly how this is going to be released or when, but the fact that this is being teased now means it's probably going to be soon. So yeah, looks like the Resolute is coming to Star Trek Online, and I'm guessing it's going to be another variant for the Miranda class, so it's going to be another skin that you can use on there. And yeah, I guess Star Trek Online is determined to keep the Miranda as the king of Space Barbie, because man, that thing has so many different costumes at this point. One thing I am interested in is like how are they going to implement the secondary hull on this thing, because a lot of times like like if you look at the what's it called? The Clark, that's what it is. If you look at the Clark, it's got a unique pod, so like it's, instead of being a torpedo pod, it actually places it at the bottom of the ship, so that's where you can get some really interesting combinations with all the Miranda parts. And I guess this is gonna end up being kind of similar, so again, we're gonna have some more interesting customization options for the Miranda, because yeah, I imagine this isn't going to function like an actual like pod. This is going to function like a secondary hull. So instead of having the torpedo pod, you'll be able to put this there instead, and it's gonna, I don't know, I'm excited to see it. I'm hoping it's not a complete mess, because honestly, there are so many costumes to take into account for the Miranda. So yeah, we got the Halloween event starting on the 12th for all 3 platforms, and what looks like a teaser for the Resolute coming to Star Trek Online from Star Trek Resurgence. Let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for the Resolute tease, or if you are as amused as I am for this year's Halloween event prize. And while you're down there, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications, and do all the other stuff I usually talk about in the outro. If you haven't played Star Trek Resurgence or haven't even heard about it, I did do a series on it on the channel. I did a playthrough, not an entire playthrough, I only did like 4 videos on it, but if you haven't seen or heard anything about it, go check that out. For PC, Star Trek Resurgence is exclusive to the Epic Game Store, so if you're interested in that, head over there, and while you're checking out, be sure to use my content creator code STU1701. It is also available on PlayStation and Xbox if that's a better option for you. But anyway, this has been some Star Trek Online news. My name's Stu. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.